Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So many of you seen the video I did a while back. I made a huge mistake where basically I'm pretty sure what was going on is I was about to have a home invasion at my house and didn't have a firearm on me. And luckily my first line of defense, my dog was right there by my side and at least I want to believe scared the would-be assailant away. So a dog's a very good line of defense for home defense. But I wanted to make a video today and kind of go over some cheap options that I've found for around the house to help keep my place secure. Like I said, having a dog is great. Having a firearm as some means of personal protection, you know, something that shoots these guys here is important. But along with that, you need to have a good plan and you need to have ways of knowing what's going on around your property or in your home. Because that gun's not going to do you any good if you're unaware of an invasion or somebody breaking in. So I want to go over a couple cheap items that I've found today to kind of help solve the problems that I have around my home. And for obvious reasons, I try to be as secure as I can on this page. I try not to give out too much personal information about myself, including my home. So you'll never see a lot of my property, a lot of the inside of my home and things like that. Like I said, for obvious reasons, for security reasons. But I'm going to show you some things that I've used around my house recently that I've purchased. So here goes. First thing, these little items right here, for the money, are a very good investment. Let's see if you can see that there. I got these on eBay. I love eBay. A lot of people buy stuff on Amazon. I like the thrill of actually auctioning, buying things in an auction. I've lost things over 15 cents before because I love the thrill of it so much. Well, anyways, I got these on eBay. 10 of these guys are $10, free shipping. And of course you pay tax, but it's not much. So for $1 a piece, these are a great investment. They're a cheap investment, but when you don't have many options, and if you're like me, a lot of people are, I don't have a lot of money to invest in a home security system and things like that. So I create my home security systems basically. So these for $1, let me show you how they work. It's basically a window and door alarm. And they send off a pretty high decibel, enough to let you know somebody's coming in. And the way these work, it's just got the on-off switch, pretty simple to use. And then you have this little magnetic piece here that fits with the unit. So as long as that's touching, no noise, right? So this is actually a bad example. I should be on the other side of this door, but like I said, I try to be as low key as I can with my videos. So basically, there's a number of ways you could use this on a window or a door. This one side, like I said, you want to have the magnet against that sets off the loud frequency. And then you would simply have that on the door. And like I said, there's a multitude of ways you could do this. Basically, that's armed. The door opens, it goes off. And the reason I got these, the issue I have with my home, it's a nice size home, 4-bedroom. Our master bedroom was added on. So there is a bedroom between my bedroom and the rest of the home, and the front door to my home is on the other side of the house, basically, with 2 walls, 2 doors in between us. So I honestly am not certain if somebody was kicking my door in or shattering a window, whether I would even hear it in bed at night. So really made me start thinking, like I said, after I shot that video on the mistake I'd made, realizing that I was almost the victim of possibly a home invasion, has really made me start questioning my whole security plan. And not that I didn't have things in place before, but that one little hiccup could have cost me and my family our lives. So for $1, something like this is a good investment. With that being said, these are pretty loud. Like I said, I don't know if I could hear somebody kicking the door into my home. So I thought, is this enough? Would this wake me up if somebody was coming through the window? So I found another cheap idea, and I'd never thought of this before. I don't know why it clicked in my head, but a baby monitor. So the issue I'm having in my home is the fact that I can't hear if somebody's coming in the front door. Now, my wife bought us some cheap cameras. We have one in the front window and one in the kitchen that do pretty well. They pick up motion detection and things like that. But the problem with those type of systems, and I'm sure a lot of you probably know that have those type of cameras, is the notifications go crazy, especially if anybody's in the house, if family's home, the kids are home, the dog's running around, whatever it is, you're getting a notification left and right. And they're not exactly loud. So my concern was in the evening while I'm sleeping, while me and the wife are sleeping in bed, somebody kicks the door in, even if it sets off the little window alarms I bought, I may be unaware they're even coming through the door, which puts me way behind as far as being able to secure my home and protect my family. So, baby monitor. I ordered this on eBay as well, used. It's a VTech. I'm not sure of the exact model, but it's amazing how far they've come with stuff like this. I haven't had a little kid in the house in a while, but let me turn it on here and show you. So I got this used unit, video unit, that is wireless. When you're not charging it, you can carry it around the house or wherever. And it came with 2 cameras as well, and all the chargers and everything. $32 for all this stuff. So I have the window alarms in the living room. I have a camera set up right by my front door, as well as one by my back door. See if I can show you guys this, if you can see it. But that's basically my front door and most of my front window there. So if somebody were to start kicking the door in, this has audio. Just turn this all the way up when I go to bed. There shouldn't be anybody moving around to wake me up. Somebody starts kicking the door in, somebody breaks the window in, whatever it may be, sets the alarm off. I'm gonna hear this, it's on my bedside, and it's gonna wake me up to where I can get my firearm and help protect my family. So for 32 bucks, like I said, it says used, but I think you can buy a unit like this brand new for around $100, maybe less, depending on which one you get. But for 32 bucks for this, all the chargers, 2 cameras, it's a pretty cool little setup, pretty simple to use. You got volume if you don't want to hear volume. Like I said, that's pretty much what I got it for. And then we have menu options. I have 2 cameras here. So I can go in, I can do a patrol setting where it's going to go back and forth from my front door to my back door. And then you can also do a split cam where I get both of them, but it knocks off a lot of my front door cameras, so I don't usually use that setting. I simply use patrol or single cam, and I can always bounce back and forth if I need to. But pretty good little investment for the price. Like I said, it's a early warning call for me as far as somebody's breaking in, breaking the window, busting the door in, whatever. And like I said, dogs are a great investment. They're basically my first line of defense. But you always need to be coming up with new and better ideas. Another important thing is to always have a plan for you and your family. Discuss these things with your children, with your wife, no matter how young the age. My kids know what to do in several different scenarios, what to do if somebody busts their bedroom window in, what to do if somebody's coming through the front door, what to do if we're not here and somebody comes in. They know where to go. They have multiple locations to go. Along with that, I would say a good hiding space, whether that be a hidden room, a crawl space, whatever it may be, get crafty with it. I'm obviously not going to show you mine because then that would kind of give away the element of surprise as far as my plan. But it can be done pretty inexpensively, especially if you're good with your hands and know how to build things on your own. It's not that hard to come up with a hidden room, a hidden spot, a hidden crawl space, whatever it may be, to give that option to your family, to your kids when you may not be home, of somewhere to go and hide. Along with that, having firearms and personal protection devices and ammunition and all that stuff is great. But the ability to know that the problem is coming on your property or in your home is vitally important, because you can have all the guns in the world and it's not going to matter if you don't know if that threat is around the corner. I also have plenty of sheets of wood where I can cover my windows. Obviously that's not going to stop gunfire from coming in through the wood, through the window, but it gives me an option if for some reason my property's damaged, the window's busted out, if it's without rule of law and there's people running around stealing and everything else, and I get a busted window or door or whatever, I have the ability of a temporary way to seal that up by having sheets of wood. It's also good to have some rolls of barbed wire. I want to say I paid $50 or so for a big old roll of barbed wire. Comes in handy even if you're not using it, to have in your arsenal if you do need it. If things get a little rough, having some barbed wire, having some razor wire around is a good thing. It's fairly inexpensive, and it's not foolproof. People can find ways around pretty much anything, but it's just one more layer of protection that you have on your property. So hopefully these ideas, these cheap ideas that I've shown you today, have given you guys some ideas and things to look for. Come up with a plan for you and your family. No matter what happens, you have that plan to fall back on. And if that plan doesn't work, you have an alternate plan. Multiple plans for what could possibly happen. So that's all I got for you guys. Get crafty with it. Come up with your own security plans and protect your family. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.